Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Jester King. This one is actually not sent from Bobby. Again, I think I sent it in a video. They do come to the market, and I'm going to buy your beer. Like, thank you, Bobby, one of the brewers at Jester King, for sending me multiple amazing packages. Jeffrey Stuffing's like one of the most famous people know of craft beer, blessed these packages. So really flattering to be getting multiple packages from Jester King. So if your product's in the market, I'm going to try it. Like, I really appreciate it. I want to support your brewery, and also not to like buy some product and also review it for you guys. So this is Boxer's Revenge. Strangely enough, this is actually the first beer ever brewed at Jester King. This is their sour barrel-aged strong ale. Super weird. So, I think the logic is that this was going to sit in barrels, so they're like, all right, let's brew something high ABV, something fun, and have it sit in barrels. Not meant to obviously be the first release at the brewery. It was the first brewed beer. Well, I don't know. You guys, Post Scouts below was the first actual release of the beer. Very interesting kind of concept. Like, why make a there you go, a deep amber-ish kind of oh, should clean my glass better. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, a deep amberish kind of strong sour ale. I don't know. Then again, this was first brewed in like what, 2010. So it's a 14-year-old recipe. So beer comes in a really wonderful kind of like deep gold to light amber color. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, really funky. Very Brett forward. Also Belgian forward. Yeah, Belgian forward. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, okay. So you get this like sweet kind of like crystal malt kind of thing, a little bit of like Werther's butterscotch. Not as deep as like a barley wine, but there's definitely like barley wine-esque characteristics to this. If this beer wasn't soured and barrel aged, it definitely would, or not even barrel aged, but like not soured, it definitely would, I would guess, to be more like a barley wine, obviously strong ale, similar kind of like style. So sweet, a little bit of like cherry cough medicine kind of thing. So it's got this Belgian-y ester character, a little bit of Band-Aid, a little bit of plastic in there, and then like a little bit of tart funk as well. Like, jeez, this is weird. And then like it's almost got like a sweetness to it, like a candied marmalade orange thing. Apricot preserves. Oof, interesting. Okay. Hello, guys. It didn't smell it. This beer is acidic. I mean, it says sour on the label, but it didn't smell like. So what it is so much yeast character and malt character that you don't really like. The acidity on the nose and the zing. Man, does it come clear on the palate? Okay. Yeah. That's the other thing I was smelling with diacetyl. There's possibly a little bit of diacetyl in this guy, which is nice. Like I think it plays well. But let's go with the full palate on this guy. Up front, quite sour. Apple cider vinegar, good amount of acetic in here. Apple cider vinegar, apple cider, like actual, just like Thanksgiving time, that like unfiltered apple cider stuff. Not the alcoholic apple cider, just like it's so confusing. The American vernacular is weird. Like there's like that the kids stuff that you can drink, and then the adult apple cider stuff. Yep. So really rounded, sharp acidity, muted plus the full acidity, wraps around the palate. This beer does not drink 10%, but that acid, it just zings through the beer. Definitely, I was getting some butterscotch. Definitely a good amount of noticeable diacetyl here, but not in a bad way. And it plays well with this a little bit of biscuit malt character, a little bit of caramel sweetness, dry beer, not noticeable kind of like hop character. It's an interesting one. How do you describe this guy? You know what I have to say about this beer? This is an OG beer. This tastes like a time machine. Like, this beer tastes like sour beers that I was like trying in like 2013, 2014, 2015. Somebody did an unfruited, strong, amberish, sour beer. Not jammy, not too many bells and whistles. Just a big beer that would probably be, again, like called a strong ale or barley wine something, and then they acidified it, barrel aged it, bang. And this is what it turned into. So if you like the idea of like a sour barley wine, you want to try this out. It's not really that malty, so like don't think about that. But again, it's like a time machine. It's they don't make sour beers like this anymore. They're people are either looking for like that zippy acidic thing with, and nuance like Floodland and Hill Farmstead and all this stuff, or they're looking for super jammy stuff that Floodland's also doing, but DeGard is also doing it. Like there's so many sour breweries out there, but you're either pumped up with it's generally going to be like light, clean, light, less acidic, more fruit character. This is just, like completely the opposite way. Let's shoot it up to all the way 10%, make a really nice malty beer, and then acidify it. Right? Like, this is just not a beer that's really produced anymore. Reminds me a little bit of like, I don't even know if Cascade produced a beer like this, or probably they did. Rest in peace, Cascade. Cascade is a famous sour brewery out in Portland, and they're closed. Unfortunate. Fun beer. I don't know. I mean, for me, I sort of like the bells and whistles sometimes, like the fruits and a little bit more nuance and all this cool stuff. But to make a beer that sort of, it's like a time, like this beer tastes 10 years old, as in like the recipe. And it pretty much, it's 14 years old actually. So 15 years old. I like the novelty in it. I'm just giving it a 93. Boxer's Revenge. This is definitely not for everybody. For the newer sour drinkers out there, you're probably not going to like this guy because there just aren't really sour beers like... Granted, the sour brewery thing has really like diminished, and Cascade's a great example for a closing of that. But there aren't many breweries, I don't think, producing beers that taste like this anymore. And I like the novelty. You know what? If you like Oud Bruin or Flanders Red, this is definitely more towards your realm. So 93, fun beer. Cheers. 10%. Interesting. Later.